Hi everyone, I'm Janae Adams, and I just wanted to share a couple of tips with you today. A lot of times I speak at corporations, I speak to employees with financial wellness, and there is a common question that I get every time that I speak, and it's around, basically Janae, how can I get ahead? How can I be creative if I'm worried about money? And you're probably thinking, that doesn't even make sense, but it makes perfect sense. Those of you who are in human resources, this is something that you really might want to pay attention to, because you're wondering maybe why a lot of the workers that are up under you that you are over, why they are not being able to come up with ideas, new ideas, or creative ways to push business forward. And a lot of it has to do with finances. People do not want to rock the boat. So they have a paying job that pays them every week, every 2 weeks, maybe once a month. And they're like, if I come up with this new idea to give to my boss, or if I come up with this new strategy and they don't like it, or they think I'm trying to rock the boat, I may lose my job, or I may get demoted. And so they keep those creative ideas, they keep those to themselves, those ideas that can push the business forward, that can push up your profits. So, but those of you who have asked me that questions, those employees that said, Janae, I'm afraid to give my creative ideas, I'm afraid to really, put myself out there because I really need this job. I have debt, I need to save money, and I need this job and this paycheck. I want to give you 2 tips that you can get started with right away to make a difference, so that you can be creative and you can get those ideas to your manager, to your district manager, to your boss, so that you can help push the business forward and even help you get closer to a promotion or a bonus. So tip number 1 is to get you what I call an in case you're breathing fund. So what the in case you're breathing fund is about is that if you're breathing, something is probably going to happen. And so you want to have some money in the bank to take care of that emergency. So a lot of people call it emergency fund. I call it in case you're breathing fund. Now this in case you're breathing fund needs to be at least $1,500. And you're probably thinking, okay, Janae, where am I going to get that kind of money? I'm living paycheck to paycheck, or I have student loans that take a lot of my paycheck and other expenses. Well, guess what? It may take you some time, but the next step that I'm going to talk about is how to find that money to put into that in case you're breathing fund. But the in case you're breathing fund of $1,500 or more, so $1,500, $2,000, is going to take care of any kind of expense that may come up. If you have a car, maybe you need some brakes or a tail light or something else, your oil change, something else happens to your car, $1,000 will more than cover that. Maybe you need new tires. Another thing, if you're renting an apartment, something happens in your apartment that's your fault, and guess what? You have to pay for it. And maybe your toilet broke, and the landlord's like, your child put toys in there and broke it, so you have to pay for it. That's at least $300 for a plumber to come out and fix that. Same for you all that have mortgages. We know that anything in the house is our fault, and we have to get it fixed. So it may be an exterminator, it may be the plumber, it may be somebody for your air conditioner or your heat. That can run you close to $500 or $600. So that $1,500 comes in handy if something happens, and it makes sure that you do not go into more debt to borrow money to fix things or to fix those emergencies. So how are you going to find the money to get to that $1,500, $2,000 in case you're breathing fund? Well, that's where it comes to cutting some things out or cutting back within your expenses. Now, with LinkedIn, I don't have a lot of time to be able to show you how to truly cut back and how to find out what your expenses are, but just think about some high-level things like your cell phone, your cable bill, gas, those kind of insurance. Think about each one of those expenses that you have each and every month, and how can you save on those. So with cable, we know we have so many options these days. You got Netflix, you got Hulu, you got Sling. A lot of times you don't need a full-blown cable package. And if your cable package is costing you or you and your family $150, $200, guess what? It's time to cut back. And when you cut back, in case you have internet within that package, within that cable bill, you probably can get down to $80, $50, $20 a month with your cable package. And guess what? That's going to save you money each and every month. Maybe $50, maybe $80. But guess what? That's getting you closer to that emergency fund of $1,500 or more. Another thing to look back on is carpooling. So carpooling to work. Maybe some people that live near you or within 10 minutes of you that where you all can carpool each and every week and give each person a turn. That's going to save on gas money. That's going to save on wear and tear on your car, which means less oil changes, less having to change your brakes or tires and so forth. So it's going to help you in the long run. Also looking at your insurance rates. What are you paying each month in insurance, and can you cut back or adjust some things within your insurance agent that's going to save you $50 here a month or $100 here a month. Each one of these changes within your expenses can add to that in case you're breathing fund that I was talking about earlier. And guess what? When that in case you're breathing fund gets up to $1,500 or $2,000, now you should feel a little bit more at ease at work to be able to share those ideas and that creativity that you have, that you've been sitting on, to be able to share it with those who are your district manager or your boss, to be able to push the entire business forward. That is what all this is about. If you are in human resources or you're someone who works within a company, 52% of the employees at the company stress about money. And if they're stressed about money, guess what? They are not going to be as productive first and foremost, because they're worried about a bill, they're worried about a student loan, they're worried about their mortgage. So they're not focused, which means that decreases your profits. And then, like I talked about on this whole entire video, it also decreases productivity. They can also increase your profits if they would just share those ideas. So once again, I am Janae Adams. Thank you for watching this video. If you do not know who I am an international speaker. I do a lot with financial wellness at corporations and colleges, and just helping people with their money. I paid off $50,000 of debt in 2 years, and so I share those steps with people, with audiences around the world. So thank you for joining me on this video. If you have any questions, put them in the post below and I'll make sure to answer them, or you can reach me at my email, which is janet@debtsucksuniversity.com. So that's DEBTSUCKS university.com. Any questions that you may have. All right, have a good day. Bye-bye.